Family and friends, I would like to welcome us all here today and thank you for coming and thank you for making the effort to be here today to celebrate with Steve and Mary, to make their day special. Also, I would like to thank Mary yet again on another foreign holiday and occasion that you're responsible for, even if there is no spinnies here. But seriously, it's a privilege to be here as the father of the bride, to give you to Steve. And Mary, just to put on record that we have no favourite daughter.
Don't believe it. Emma's the favourite.
It's me.
Both our daughters are equal. But may I say how beautiful you are today? Also, I'd like to compliment
Emma.
I was looking for the chief bridesmaid and the two bridesmaids.
Sure.
Also, beautiful Juliet, lovely flower girl today, and the lovely, I won't say it, and the youngest member of our gents, Jonah. Also, I'd like to give a shout out to Alex, Ethan, and Emily. Mary, oh, I just forget the two principal people here, the two mothers. May I just say that he really did scrub up well today. I think he looked, a round of applause. Mary, remembering back on the time you went to Dublin for the various interviews for the cabin crew job with Emirates, of course your mother was with you for support and guidance, and you're finally getting a job in Dubai. You had obviously you had the qualities they were looking for, and no doubt that's down to your mother who did a fine job raising you. And after you finished and passed your 6 months training and getting us over there for the ceremony, looking after us so well on the flight over, the drinks flowing nicely. Yeah, your mother really enjoyed herself. Thanks, Mary. In my humble opinion, your best achievement is your family. And both you and Steve are good parents, doing your best for Juliet and Jonah. It's a difficult job and you both do it well. You both do it well with family support. The big asset you have is your parents in Cove. They're there to assist and help you out. And anytime, Mary, you're down in Warford, your mother is always a hand. That's all I can say. Also, I would like to officially welcome Ian and Leslie. I would like to, and also Andrew and Kelly. Welcome to the family. I apologise if I begin to sound like some mafia boss here at the moment. Steve, if I could give you advice, picture yourself in the boxing ring with Mary. And you have her back up against the ropes. What's going to happen? What's going to happen is she's coming out fighting. It's better in the middle of the ring on equal terms with respect. Things will sort itself out. Now you might well say, what's the moral of that advice? Well, yeah, that's one good question. But I think myself, maybe it's a good idea from time to time to give Mary the lead, to be there to support and back her up. Don't back her in the corner. Mary don't want to be in the corner.
No, but we're in the corner.
Nobody. Oh. Lads, the journey of your married life begins today. And the most important thing is to be happy. Appreciate the little things and count your blessings. You have everything you need in life, maybe not all that you want, but all that you need. Before I come to toast a happy couple, I'd just like to add, here's to the past for all that you've learned. Here's to the present for all that you share. And here's to the future for all that you've got to look forward to. And if you raise a glass with me, lads, to celebrate Mr. and Mrs. Jones, hip hip. Hooray! Hip hip. Hooray! Hip hip. Hooray! Congratulations.
Before I start, I've been warned that my mum is particularly scared of this speech. Don't know why, but she acts shocked. She knows exactly why. Anyway, and before I get to my speech, there's been a lot of cards received from people overseas that couldn't make it here today. I've specifically been asked to read this one in particular from my nan. She'd have loved to have been here. I think the journey is a bit much for her. So I'll read it. I'll skim through it for you. All of these cards I'll give to you later. Not gonna lie, I've read through them to make sure they're all safe for you guys, so it's fine.
Have you left the money in them?
Some. Surprised how few sent money, to be honest. Anyway, so you've reached another stage in your new exciting life. 2 friends and then 2 lovers, and now a husband and a wife. Today will bring you closer than you've ever been before, and may this love and happiness be yours forevermore. Every blessing and good health, love to you both from Nan. So that's from Bridie, so that's from Leslie's mum in the UK. Now, before Pat's speech, I specifically said to him, could you please make sure yours is terrible so I don't have to follow a good speech? Unfortunately, he didn't listen to me and he's actually done a good speech. So thanks, Pat, for that. I appreciate it. I suppose to start off with the formalities. Mary, I knew you would look beautiful today, but I didn't expect like that dress and this scenario, and it was just absolutely stunning. So you look amazing. Stephen has done very well for himself. Secondly, all the bridesmaids, great work. I was waiting for someone to fall on that mat. It didn't happen, so gold star for all of you there as well. I've done a lot of Googling of what makes a good best man speech. There is no consensus, by the way. So there's lots of insults, no insults, lots of jokes, no jokes. Hope I found a balance. Hopefully you don't all sit here bored waiting for me to get off the stage. So, that being said...
Too late.
Gosh, I just gotta go. I don't even have my family here to support me. It's like, anyway. So, I suppose before I start, when I found out they were getting married, I knew it was a 2-horse race, myself or Duxie. Then I found out it was overseas. I knew I was in for a winner. So I feel like I may have been standing for Duxie, mainly because he doesn't have to use a passport, but hey, I'm here. Moving on. So Mary, I'm probably not going to tell you anything you don't already know about Stephen in this speech. The rest of you, I hope you already know this about him, but if not, compliments don't come easy to me, especially not towards my brother, as you probably know. And as the Joneses go, I suppose the males in this family don't particularly express our emotions extremely well. Stephen got all the emotions as per his speech earlier. Ourselves, not so much. So, that being said, myself and my brother have always been completely opposites. Every aspect of life, I'm black and white, he's really creative. I am not such a people person. Stephen has a lot of friends. I have 2. I can name them both, which is a nice case to be in because it means staying in touch with them is really easy. And then finally, back in school, I was specifically told by my English teacher, creative writing is not for me. Do not do speeches. Do not go into public appearances. My brother turns around and goes, hey, could you do a speech in a public appearance? So when this is terrible, don't come crying to me. It's all Stephen's fault, okay?
No other options, though.
So, that being said, Stephen has been, and this comes from the bottom of my heart, the best son, brother, father you could possibly imagine. I couldn't have asked for anything better. I know this is exactly how it makes us feel when we talk nicely about each other. I've always looked up to him, even if he doesn't think I have. And not only that, I have no reason to think that he won't continue that trend to be the best husband in the world as well. So, congratulations, Mary. It's a good catch as well. So, that being said, there are a few positives about Ethan. That's my son. There's a lot less positives about Ethan than there is Stephen, I can tell you that. So Stephen's always been caring. He's always put his family first. He's always embarrassed me at every Christmas, birthday, Mother's Day, anything that really involves presents, giving, loving, or showing emotion. He's always been a much better son than that. So thanks for making me look bad there, Stephen. I appreciate it. That being said...
We're not disagreeing.
No, I didn't think you would.
It's true. You have to say it.
I was just relieved when Dad came back from the beach and said, well, that's 2 of my son's weddings I didn't get to see. So that was appreciated. So moving on, one of my earliest memories of Stephen is actually, you're not going to believe this, I have a 20 past 8 alarm that goes off every morning or every evening, and there's my alarm. Yeah, I know, right? Quick. So I suppose one of my earliest memories from Stephen is him protecting me at daycare. There's a video of it somewhere where a girl has came over and pushed me over. She was a bully, and I stand by it. So
He was about 1 foot tall.
yeah, and I was about half a foot until I was 14, so it's fair, right? So I always remember him looking out for me when we were at school. If there were people in his age group who invite, like playing soccer, he'd always include me in it, even though I was 2 or 3 years younger and probably annoyed him. Even when we then got to uni, he'd still include me in anything he was ever doing. Like family has always came first for all of us. If there's organising any events, as you've probably got from the 4,000 messages in the last month, Stephen has been the guy that's organised it. He is the glue in our family that holds us all together and will continue to be. So, that being said, even now I live on the other side of the world. It's hard for me every day, and I almost made it without getting emotional. Yeah.
This will help.
No, I was going to say me the other way. I actually made it through my own wedding without crying, by the way. So that's saying something.
At the start.
Yeah, I know, right? But I know he's always there for me. It doesn't matter what it is, any time of the day or night, any messages I send him will always get responded to. He sends me a message, I respond 6 days later, I send him a message, he gets to do actually within 10 minutes. It's always the way it's been, and I hope it's always the way it will be. I've always admired the way he lives his life, never too seriously, never making too many plans, never having any materialistic goals, but whenever he does get anything handed to him, he always makes the most of it. He always grabs it with both hands. He shows his appreciation a lot better than I do. He always... God, I hate giving him compliments.
Don't worry, Andrew, you'll probably never do it again.
No, I know. I hope this is a once-off. Anyway.
Sorry, I mean,
In a lifetime's worth of compliments in one night.
I know. So, I suppose on the back of that, Mary, the one thing I can guarantee about your future is it'll never be boring. It'll always be filled with excitement. It'll always be filled with love. And I wish you all the best, all the love and happiness in the world between the couple of you. Now, I have Googled a toast, so I'm going to have to read this. Problem was, it went onto a second page. So, apologies. So, to Steve and Mary, if we all grab a glass. May your life together be like a cup that always overflows, with love, laughter, patience and respect. May you have more good days than bad, more smiles than stress, and enough love to carry you through whatever comes your way. Here's to a strong, lasting and full life together. To Steve and Mary. Cheers.
Oh, good. Right. Thank you. And yes, 41 years without a compliment. That was weird. Very uncomfortable.
41. Next one will be at your funeral.
Okay. Yeah, and as for the vows that I did earlier, like I speak on a weekly basis in front of hundreds of people with no problems, and then I just can't even get through like a sentence without breaking down. And I think that does show that she means a bit more to me than my job. So, a little bit. Yes. So, I want to start this speech the same way that everybody does, by thanking the people that made it happen. Nadine's not here now, but if everything seemed to go like flawlessly and all easy according to plan, it's thanks to her and the Seaflower staff as well. The place looks great. You wouldn't think that we paid for this gazebo thing in advance, because all day I was just like, oh my God, is it going to rain? Is it going to rain? I was like, it's not going to rain. And then thunder in the skies. I was like, okay, right, okay. But yes, thank you all. The place looks beautiful, and thank you, Nadine. I'm just going to go around and thank everybody, pretty much. So I'll keep it quick, though.
If needed.
I don't care. Jojo, I want to start with you, because You're the only one that didn't travel across the world to get here. But you did travel across the sea, so thank you for making such an effort. Me and Mary, we met Jojo in 2019 when we were starting our adventures and traveling the world. And when we met Jojo, there was some debate about whether we were friends or just friends or more than friends and whatever you want to say.
How old you were?
Everything was fine. I think things have escalated a little bit since then anyway, but it was nice that you were there to witness our beginning, if you like. I want to thank everybody for traveling halfway across the world to be here. I know long flights are not easy, and especially with a load of kids. It's made me realize that stopping at 2 was a solid life choice. Yeah, definitely. And I want to thank all of Mary's friends for being here as well. We're so lucky to have such an incredible group of friends, and well, I say we, I mean none of my friends showed up, but it's nice that Mary's got a lot of people that love her.
We all love you.
By proxy. Naomi, Jordan and Mark, you're all amazing people who are all engaged. I'll get to Kerry. Jesus. God. You're right, Pat. I'll just okay, sorry. Get in the corner, get away. You're all engaged at the moment, which is very exciting, and I guess you're getting to see a sneak peek of what lies ahead. I've no doubts that Mary and I will still be together by the time you get married, because I googled it, it takes 2 years for a divorce in Ireland, so we're definitely going to be together. This is the one joke that I told Mary, and she was like, oh, you're not going to say that, are you? But I was like, if your engagements are anything like mine, it'll go by in the blink of an eye. I mean, for me, I remember being engaged like it was this morning. Oh, where's the door? Naomi, you were first there when Mary and I met on that fateful night. And, oh God, I got a bit emotional when I was reading this in my head earlier, because if it hadn't been for you pulling up those seats on that random night in that bar, I truly don't know where life would have taken me. I'd probably just be with someone else, I guess. But because of you, I met the person who I became friends with, my best friend, my partner, and today, my wife. And your gesture, pulling up those seats, it may have seemed very small at the time, but I'm forever grateful.
Jeez, what a soppy bunch I brought up.
And Kerry's here too, next. Kerry, I thought after the stress of organising your own wedding, you probably never want to see another one again, but you're here today, which I guess proves that you either really love Mary or you're just couldn't get away from your husband quick enough. Married life, you know? You've only been together a year and it's like, see ya, bye. Okay, seriously though, didn't expect so many of Mary's friends to travel all this way. We know travelling wasn't easy, and the fact that you made the effort just speaks volumes as to what kind of friends you are. So thank you all so much. Andrew's family. This is being recorded. I have to give a special mention to my brother and his family. Thank you for being here. Especially since some of you might not know, but we didn't actually get invited to their wedding. I'm not bitter, but I hope the flights were really expensive. Andrew's never been much for sentimentality, as you could have probably guessed. Heartfelt gestures, not really his thing. I've never even received a Christmas card from him, as he mentioned. And I wasn't entirely sure that he was going to be like a good best man or the right person for the job. But then ChatGPT was invented. And I just knew he could do it then. I knew it. So thank you, Andrew. And seriously, having them here has actually made the whole thing more memorable and just more incredible. So this has definitely been the best day of my life, and everybody has a part to play. To Emma's family. Oh, hang in there, Jonah. Abby and Harper, both brilliant kids. We get Jonah over? Are you okay? Come on, Joni. Oh, he got sand in his mouth. Is that a sandwich? Abby and Harper, you're both brilliant kids. You are amazing. You're smart, you're funny and beautiful, and brilliant babysitters, which is the most important thing. Oh no, we're gonna need some water in his mouth, I think. I might just have to Mary's family. I want to say a special thank you to Bernie. Yes, there you are. Yes, sorry. Bernie, for anyone who doesn't know, is Mary's godmother, and she's been a constant presence in Mary's life growing up, from childhood right the way through to today. And between you and Joan and Pat, you've helped create a home which she always speaks so fondly of. So, so much affection there. It's clear how much she values you. And thank you for being a part of her journey and now our journey together. And to Mary's mum and dad, Joan and Pat, Mary is such a kind and generous person, and now an even more incredible mum. And I know that all that she is because of you two. Now I want to thank you all for also always making me feel a part of the family. I've lost count of the number of times we've come to your house and we've had a lie-in where you looked after the kids, or we've gone out to the cinema or had a meal together, and just thank you. You've never asked for anything in return. So thank you all so much. That's amazing. So in return, I want to say thank you so much. I promise you she's in good hands, and I'll keep working every single day to prove it. Okay? Juliet and Jonah. This was quite emotional too, but they're not here, so we'll get through it fine. Okay, so they might be too young to understand this now, but in years to come, I hope you look back and know that the words are just as true then as that they are now. Being your dad is the greatest thing that's ever happened to me and your mum. You two are our greatest joy and our greatest challenge, sometimes at the same time. And I'm just so glad that you're both here to witness today. Legally, we weren't allowed to leave you at home. I checked. I love you both more than you'll ever know, and I hope one day you'll both find people as much as I love your mum. Well, Mum and Dad, I have no idea how to put into words how much you both mean to me. Okay, Mary. Mum and Dad, you've given me everything that I wanted in life. And I am who I am because of you. And I can only hope that I've made you proud in return. Every memory I have revolves around you in some way. Whether it's the time that I've spent with you or the opportunities that you've given me. You've taught me the important things in life. Now, Dad isn't here, but he'll see this back on film. It's pretty soppy anyway, so it's probably best that he's not here. He's always been here for me, no matter how many times I can think of when I've called upon him. Doesn't matter day or night, trust me, that theory's been tested, he's always been there for me. Although it's no secret that we're both very different people. I'm very messy and he's very organised. I'm extremely laid back and he's not. And, I get stressed out too much by noise and being attacked and like germs and just information overload. But he actually likes spending time with my kids. So you can stay there for a second, Dad, if you want. What I'm trying to say is, in seriousness, when I go to your house and I see you with Mum, I'm always reminded of the importance to take care of the things that matter the most. And I will try every day to look after my family the way you look after your motorbike. And what I'm trying to say is that, oh God, while you're lying in bed at night stressing out about Bing taking over your laptop, or the fact that you can't work your weather app on your phone, I'm lying in bed thinking how lucky I am to have not one, but two incredible families, which is more than most people get in a lifetime. So please remember, it doesn't matter how many times I have to show you how to use Facebook or how to fix your phone to stop adverts from popping up. I love you and I'm grateful for my life. Thank you. And Mum, honestly, I don't even know where to begin. There aren't enough words to explain how much I love you. You have the biggest heart and, as everyone knows, an endless supply of energy for the people who love and support you. And I'm proud to say that I get all my values from my mum. You've been my greatest supporter and always believed in me. Any time in life that I've failed at something, you've always said it was because I didn't apply myself. It couldn't possibly be because I didn't have the ability. It was because I didn't apply myself. So I guess that time that I was a kid and I was cycling my bike and you convinced me to cycle through a lake. And you said, you'll be fine. Just keep pedaling. You'll be fine. It's only a little brook. You'll be fine. Hit a rock and flew over the handlebars. I guess I just wasn't applying myself properly, even though it felt like I really was. And it's funny because from the moment I moved out from Mum's house 20 years ago, the further away I got, it seems ironically, the closer we became. And now you're the person I call the most. In fact, according to my phone, I checked my records, the 3 people I call the most are Mum, Mary, the local Chinese takeaway, and then Dad. Mum has the patience of a saint. Even at testing times, like when you were teaching me how to drive, you never lost your temper. You never ditched me on the side of a dual carriageway. Oh no, wait. You did drop me. I pulled out in front of a truck and Mum said, if you're not going to do what I say, you can get out and walk. So I called her bluff. This was before my leaving cert, and I got out, started walking, and then she called my bluff, hopped in the driver's seat and drove off and left me. This was in the days before mobile phones, by the way. So I had to hitchhike home. Oh my God. So, yeah, so I guess better. Mum must have been thinking to herself, oh, do you know what? Hopefully this will blow over. We'll never remember this. You know, hopefully nothing else happens that will remember this day. I got home on that day, September the 11th, 2001, and watched what we all know happened on 2001, September the 11th. So we'll all remember that forever.
He hitchhiked home and he got home in 2 minutes. He never walked.
She telephoned me at work and says, go home and make sure you do.
I just don't think Juliet and Jonah would believe you are the same person today that you are now.
I would never leave them.
I love you, Mum. You are the heart of the family. Andrew said it's me, but it's not, it's Mum. So thank you for everything. Okay. Speaking of people who have wanted to murder me during driving lessons.
At least I want a flying lesson.
For anyone who doesn't know, Mary and I met on a random night, summer night, back in 2010. My friend Duxie and I were sitting in the smoking area of Harvey's Bar in Waterford, where Mary and her friends, Naomi being one of them, pulled up a seat and sat beside us. Eventually, Duxie paired off with Siobhan, and Mary and I spent the whole night talking. And I remember it so vividly. Not because it was the night that I met my soulmate, but because it was the last time Duxie hooked up with anyone on a night out. Duxie's getting a lot of roasts tonight. He's not even here. When we first met, there was a bit of an age gap, and so I asked ChatGPT for an analogy that I could use that didn't make it sound quite so creepy. It told me to say, Mary and I were on different chapters of our lives. Which I thought was perfect, but it then went on to say, Steve was already halfway through the book while Mary was still finishing the title page. Which actually, I think makes it sound a lot worse. Throughout the years, no matter where life took us, it always seemed like there was some kind of an invisible string tying us together. Mary became an air hostess and I went off on my travels a few times, but that invisible string always seemed to be keeping us together. Some might call it fate, but I think I just left my location services turned on my phone and so it was very easy to find. In 2019, we were traveling through Southeast Asia. Oh, one second, yeah.
Can we go to sea?
Oh God, no. Can you go to Popsy for a minute and get a cupcake? Okay. So, so yeah, 2019, traveling through Southeast Asia.
Oh yeah, you're on my daughter.
And to cut a long story short, I basically realized that my plan was to go to South America, but I realized that going there alone didn't make me happy. And I realized it wasn't about the destination, it was about being with Mary. It was very sweet, you had to be there, I think.
Mommy,
Yeah, it's up to you.
I go see. I go see.
Yeah. Steve is going to
Sorry.
Please bring you down.
Yeah, no, bye.
Come down.
4 years later, fast forward 4 years later to this island, and I asked her to marry me. 2 years later, we're here again. And we're starting a whole... He's got shoes now. We started a whole new journey. There's only a little tiny bit left now. Jonah, do you want to go Popsy?
Should we go see? Come on.
Okay.
Come on, let's go to see.
Okay. Okay. Hopefully no more emotional bits. Mary, you are the most thoughtful, caring person that I know. When we met, I used to make fun of you for being vegan. But you opened my mind and you made me a much more compassionate person. And now I never eat meat when you're around. That's a joke. That's a joke. I'm sure I still have a lot more to learn about how to be the perfect partner. I remember the first time you ever tried to surprise me by making dinner, and I walked in and said, "Oh my God, what's that disgusting smell?" Mary cried, and she didn't make me food for another 4 years. So it's definitely like a learning curve, but hopefully I'm getting, a little bit better. And speaking of learning curves, well, I'm here probably emotionally scarring my kids for life every single day with the things that I do. Mary has been a perfect mother from day one. You hold yourself to these impossibly high standards because you care so much. And even when you stress yourself out thinking that you need to do more, trust me, you are already doing more than enough. You give them love, security, you're a role model that they'll look up to for the rest of their lives. And our children are so lucky to have you, and so am I. Okay, so I've got here, if Mary's nan Kathleen was here, she'd probably be heckling me now, telling me to shut up. So I want to wrap this up by a quick toast and say, to Mary.
To Mary.
Thanks, Mum. Thank you, guys. That's it. Done. Why is everybody looking at me? What's happening? No. No.
No.
Don't outshow me now.
I know that my speech will not be as long as Steve's speech, trust me.
Thanks.
I know this speech will come as a surprise, because Steve really wanted me to speak, and I was like, no. But I said I will do it for my wonderful husband, and I didn't think Andrew would say all those wonderful kind things.
I know, right?
So I thought I had to get some in. So this one is for you. Okay, so Steve, thank you for organizing just about everything about this trip and wedding.
Just about everything.
And for making it come together so seamlessly. I have to admit, I do secretly love your PowerPoint presentations, even though I don't always admit it. And you have this amazing ability to make everything look easy, even when it's not. I know it wasn't easy to arrange this whole trip, booking about 20 flights, hotels, buses, trains, and boats, and plan the whole itinerary and be our tour guide on top of it all. We are all so lucky to have you. Without you, this trip wouldn't have been possible, it wouldn't have been as fun, and half my family would have been lost. No, I know Steve has already thanked everybody, but I want to thank our family and friends, and everyone who made today possible. Without you, this wouldn't be nearly as magical. And I'm so lucky to have so many people willing to travel all the way to Thailand for us. And a special thank you to my sister for being my maid of honor. And the two bridesmaids, Abby and Harper. They did a great job. They're not here, but they did. And to my dad, thank you for giving me away and for your wonderful speech. And to my mum for bringing my dress all the way from Ireland and taking such good care of it. Whew. And to my new in-laws, thank you for welcoming me with open arms and for raising such an incredible man. Your kindness and support means the world to us, and I feel so grateful to be officially a part of your family. So thank you all for being here, for supporting us and making today even more special. Steve, I love you more than words can say, and I'm so excited to start this next chapter with you. Here's to a lifetime of love, laughter, and endless adventures organized by you. So to